Hey guys, Norm McGregor on Isles of Haida for our island adventure. Happy Easter, everyone. Alright, so, a bunch of people have been asking me how my homebrew beer turned out. So we're going to take a sample of that and see how it goes. Okay, so there's the beer. Nice big bottle. 775 milliliters of beer. Nice. Got my glass. And I'm going to pour that in there. So let's see if we can set this down. Where am I going to put you? Here, I'm going to put my little cover. I've got some seeds going on here. So I'm going to be doing that while I'm talking to you. Okay, so... Oh, that'll be perfect. Okay, so we're going to pop them. Deb is actually really good at this. I'm not so good. But, oh, there she goes. Awesome. Okay, here it goes into the glass. And look at that. Ooh, nice big frothy beer. Ooh, this is going to be so good. Alright, look at the color. Look at, oh, that is stunning. Oh my god, that is so good looking. Alright. Well, what do we think? Doesn't that look good? Look how nice and clear that is here. Let me hold it up. Nice clear, perfect color. Well, let's turn this around and give it a drink. There we go. Here she is. Homebrew, first batch. Wow, that is really good. Okay, so for all you people that want to check it out, $50 Canadian, okay, makes 23 liters of beer. So that's quite a bit of beer. Alright, let's get on to something else. So, that the water tanks are full from the winter rains. I've got my hose ready, I've got my solar pump all hooked up to the battery box, and we're going to start watering in the greenhouse. I've got my kale and onions and chives, and there's some celery there, and I got my, what is that, spinach, lettuce, and all those red and white things. What are they called? I don't know, whatever. Anyways, watering the grass, or starting to water the garden in the solar greenhouse using solar power and naturally caught rainwater. So all very natural, very organic. Nice. Okay, so I've got my cucumbers transplanted into the bigger pots, so let those go. Now, let's go take our beer and let's go talk about clean solar power. Alright guys, so we got a... Go away, fly. Flies and bugs. We got kind of a cloudy sort of Easter day here, but there's a lot of blue skies, so we're getting lots of power. And hopefully it's going to clear out here. Oh, solar lights. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down into the basement. Little beer up there. Let's go see what's happening in the inverter room here. Alright, so we've got 290 watts coming in. We're in state of charge 86%. Okay, put my little... Doesn't that look nice? Isn't that good? That is such a nice beer. Ooh. Okay, let's turn some light on here. And this is what I want to show you. Okay. Clean power. What is that? Well, right now we are inverting. And I'm going to look at a meter and I'm going to switch it to AC meters. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see this. Okay. This is the AC menu. I'm in the meter menu, and I flipped it to number 2, which is AC meters. Click. So right now, my output voltage is 119, 120, 119, 120, and clean energy is 120. So we're fluctuating between 119, 122 on an outside, but normally we're like 119, 120. Very, very, very consistent. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my control menu, and I'm going to switch it from solar to auto connect. We're just going to transfer it to regular grid power. So we're just going to wait for that to click, and we'll go back into meters, back into AC meters, and we're going to watch. Okay, now this is going to stabilize because we're still running off of inverting power at the moment until it switches over. It normally takes anywhere between 10 and 20 seconds. What it's doing is it's monitoring the incoming voltage to make sure that it's it's compatible with the gear. Otherwise, it'll just switch back to battery power. Alright, so now it's switched. Now you're all of a sudden, we're running lower. We're running 116, 118, 117, 119, 118, 115, 17, 19, 16, 18. So it's all over the map, but it's low. Oh, we hit 120, but back down to 117, 115. Okay, so you see the difference between grid power and inverter. So we're going to go back to inverter, go back to meter, AC. Okay, now we're still on grid because it's going to take a second to switch. And now we're 121, 122, 121, 23, 21, 22, 19. So basically we're sitting almost at 120 consistently when we're on inverter. So what that does, and you got to remember, okay, here in BC we're running off of hydropower, hydro generation, and it's actually a very, very clean power source. But if you're on coal power or you're on oil power, natural gas is actually pretty good. And if you're on generator, it's going to be like way worse, and that just destroy any electrical gear that you have. Alright, so what's the advantage of clean power? Well, clean power does a lot of different things for you, and inverters do a lot of different things for you too. Number one, clean power is going to make your gear run cleaner. Your TV is going to look awesome, and the difference is going to be like standard definition to ultra high definition. It's going to be that dramatic. I remember the first time that I hooked up a TV, an LCD TV, to solar power. I was like blown away. And when I finally got our place wired in, and now we got our TV running off it, Deb came home one night and she just goes, "Oh my God, what a difference! My eyes, it's like I've got brand new eyes." So anyways, she's gone to work and she's telling these people where she works, right? And they're going, "God, why would you spend all that money on solar power to have a clearer TV?" They totally missed the point. Solar power coming off of an inverter is clean. You know, you saw it. You're running 119, 121 volt. And if you've got grid power, and don't forget, we've got ultra clean hydraulic power here, so it's not as bad. But you saw mine floating between 114 and 124. So it's a big margin. And if you've got other types of solar energy, especially if you're running off a generator, I mean, you can be down as low as 80 volts, you know, and that can be running up to 140, and that just any electronic gear you have is gone. It's just going to destroy it. But with nice clean power, you're going to run all your computer stuff, your audio gear, your anything like that. Your fridge is going to run smoother. Your freezer is going to run smoother and quieter. If you've got a gas furnace, your fan in your gas furnace is going to run smoother, quieter, cooler, okay, and last longer. And if you've got new generation LED lights, okay, they're electronic. They require a very, very specific range of power, or they're not going to last. things that you're not going to see a benefit are like if you've got baseboard heating, anything heating hot water tank, obviously stoves. Incandescent lights offer a wide range of flexibility, but if you look at LED lights, if you spend $25 on an LED light and it's only lasting you a year, you've probably got really, really bad power. So the inverter will give you that nice clean energy. It's funny, I mean, we had clean energy, that's an interesting term. And we had Easter dinner on Good Friday this year because Deb had to work today. And Deb was telling them about, you know, how dramatic it was, and they said, well, why was the picture clearer, right? And I said, well, because you're getting clean power. They go, oh, there's no such thing as clean power. Well, I guess maybe clean power isn't a definition, but it is very clean because it stays within the range. So maybe I should have said more consistent power or even power. Okay, maybe that's a better term. But inverters also do other things. Okay, my inverter and pretty much any high-end inverter is going to do this. It monitors the power coming in, even if you're running off of grid power and you're running it just through, like I showed you. I can switch it between AC mode and DC mode, or inverting mode and grid mode. Even when it's running, what it's doing is it's constantly monitoring that power. And here we get a lot of brownouts because of storms. What happens, they knock a tree down, the tree gets tangled in the branch, and all of a sudden you've got a short, and what it does is it totally draws the power down, and that is just deadly. If you've got heat pumps, freezers, fridges, washing machines, anything with any kind of compressor, anything with a electronic control in it, dishwashers, when that brownout hits, okay, and it hits for a long time, and what happens is the power surges to try and get back up to voltage, and those blasts just hammer your equipment and just kill it. And then all of a sudden you've got a freezer full of food, or a fridge full of food that's now not working, and especially here on an island, how do you get a replacement in like 24 hours? It doesn't happen, you know, it could take 2 weeks or more. So having what an inverter does, it actually monitors that power, and it'll block it, it'll control it, it'll stop those surges, those low voltages, and the inverter will only connect to the grid when it's within that certain specific range that it can take that electricity, handle it, and use it. So that's going to really, that's one other big benefit. So solar energies, you know, not just about saving money on your electricity. It's not just about having backup. It's about getting your stuff to last longer. It's going to run better, run smoother, run quieter, run cooler, and it's going to last you a lot longer. Alright guys, this is Norm McGregor on the Isles of Haida Gwaii for our island adventure. Hope you're having a great Easter, and take care.